welcome back. It's Social Media Monday on a damn Tuesday. Cox Media Group has admitted it's active listening. Active listening software uses AI to listen to conversations through smartphone microphones and then gather data to target related ads to users. Now, among Cox Media Group's clients include Facebook, Amazon, Google. In a statement, Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, say the app does not use your cell phone's mic for ads. The company says they are reviewing Cox Media Group to see if any terms of service were violated. Joining us to talk about it, Factor digital producer Ajibola Budarin, who is here for Social Media Monday. I told you, Aji. I told you Big Brother was listening, always watching, and the aliens are there too, but that's for another story.
Segment.
So tell us what we have learned in this.
So basically, you know, they're really saying the quiet part out loud. So a lot of the technology and the different things that we have are tracking us in different ways. And when it comes to marketing, the most important part of marketing companies is to create a segment. And what a segment is basically a subset of these people saying that we think that you like this type of stuff and you buy these type of things. And companies want to get that information any way they can. So I know you don't have an iPhone, you have that big old Android, so you don't know about this. But if I have my iPhone, I say, "Hey Siri," it's gonna answer me. You know, it's gonna answer me as a virtual assistant. And most people just think, oh, that's a cool feature, you know, my phone is helping me. But how is your phone able to already know when you're saying, "Hey Siri," if it's not already listening?
Yeah, it's actively listening.
So a lot of the devices that we do have already are actively listening. It's just that we have to kind of guard and hope that these companies aren't collecting data and aren't using it. But there's no way for us to actually guarantee that other than going by their word.
And of course, in the past, we've had instances where you would search for something on Google and all of a sudden it would pop up in an ad on Facebook. Now, we expected that, but it feels like an invasion of privacy if they're listening to our phone calls.
Listen, and I'm about to tell you something that makes it even worse. They're not just listening to phone calls, they're actually able to use your GPS data as well. So when I was studying marketing, one of the first things we learned about, one of the first techniques we learned about was something called geofencing. Now, I don't know if have you ever had a day, you know, I know you love Gucci, right? So you're going to the Gucci store, and when you get close to the Gucci store, all of a sudden you're getting ads for other luxury brands, maybe Louis Vuitton. I know you're a man of high taste. So
hey, I go to Walmart too now.
But then that Walmart ad pops up, and you might be wondering, why is this ad popping up? Well, some companies actually pay to have a basically a virtual advertising trigger based on where you are. So if you're going to Nike, Adidas might say, well, if you get within 100 feet of a Nike store, you're going to get an Adidas ad. So there's so many different ways that these companies are utilizing and leveraging our data. And you know, whenever you sign up for different apps or get a new device, you often get that private policy, and we're not reading that.
Right.
But a lot of times those private policies are giving these companies certain rights to not only your information, but the way that you use the app and the way that you interact with the app. So that's kind of how you get these ads that are saying, oh, I was thinking about buying a burger today, and then all of a sudden you're getting ads for all these different burgers. It's because, you know, if you're searching it on Google, if you're searching it on TikTok, if you're searching on any of these apps, a lot of times they're able to track your data and kind of figure out what you like and what you want to buy.
And there was a time several years ago when Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, said, privacy will end and we will lack the privacy that we know currently. And many people criticize him for that.
Yeah.
But it has come true, and it's reality. And
I'll tell you, he lives in a completely different world. Like I said, when I was studying marketing, one of the first things that we learned about was the Facebook Britannica scandal, which was when Facebook and Meta, they were sued because they were collecting data and people were not aware of that. So when I learned about this, one of the first things our teacher said was, well, how are we going to get around this problem of collecting data? So a lot of times when we want our privacy to be protected, they're seeing our privacy as an obstacle to them getting to their goal of how they want to market to us and how they want to ultimately capitalize off of our user behavior.
That's incredible. Our need for privacy is in their way. Aji, thank you for joining us tonight for Social Media Monday on a Tuesday.